Alright, this is a video for 2HT about exercise 76. And before I go to that exercise, we should take a look at this theory. It says here calculating probabilities. Well, a probability is the chance that something happens. So in this video I'm going to explain how to calculate that, and also, very important, how to write that down. Well, this example is about two dice. Here we have one and here we have another one. And then we need to roll them, and here we can see all the different outcomes. For example, if you roll a 2 and a 4, then together you roll 6 eyes. And then we need to do some calculations with that. And here it says the probability that something happens is the number of favorable, they made a typo here, it should be favorable instead of favorable, but it's the number of favorable outcomes divided by the number of the total possible outcomes. So let me explain what I mean by that by taking a look at exercise 76. It says that Raphael rolls a red die and a black die. Calculate the probability that he rolls 7. Okay, so if you take a look at this, I made I printed out a schedule here with 2 dice in it. So let's say that this is the black die and then this is the red die, right? Now, if you roll 7, that means that, for example, you can roll 1 and then with the other one you can roll 6, because if you add that, you get 7, right? But if you roll 5 and 2, you also get 7. If you roll 3 and 4, you also get 7. If you roll also 3 and 4, you get 7. And here 5 and 2, you get 7. And here you also get 7. So there are 6 different possibilities for you to get 7 eyes if you roll 2 dice. In total, we have, if you just count how many squares there are in this whole grid, we have 6 times 6. There are 36 things here. So this is how you calculate, and also this is how you should write it down. So please pay close attention to how to write this down. First, we're going to write down the letter P. The P stands for probability. And then in brackets, I have to write down what we calculate. So in this case, we calculate 7 eyes. Right? So what is the probability that you get 7 eyes? And to be more specific, the sum is 7 eyes. Because you can also multiply these dice with each other or do minus. But in this case, the sum of the 2 dice is 7 eyes on the dice itself. If you want to calculate that, you need to do the number of favorable outcomes, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 favorable outcomes divided by the total amount of outcomes. That was 36. So you do 6 divided by 36. Now you can use a calculator for that. And if you do 6 divided by 36, you get 0.167. Now we always round this off to 3 decimal places. Okay, so please remember that here. 3 decimal places. Alright, so this is 76a. Then we're going to go to 76b. Let's see what the question is. It says calculate the probability that you roll a higher number with the red die than with the black die. Alright, so let's say this is the black die, this is the red die. So this one should be higher, right? Now in the middle here they're all the same, right? So these ones are not okay because they're all the same. So let me just sort of like do this, like those are not okay. If you then take a look at all the squares that are on this side of the line that I made, because here they're the same, right? 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, and 6 and 6, right? But if you are, for example, here, that means that this one is higher than that one, right? If you roll a 2 and a 1, then this one is higher. So this is the one that we want, and this one also, and this one also. So everything on this side, these are all okay. And these ones are not okay, because here you roll 3 on the black die and 1 on the red die, so that means that this one is bigger. Oh, we don't want that. We want the number on the red die to be bigger. So we're just going to count all of these squares here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So the chance that the eyes are equal, the eyes are actually not equal, sorry. The red is bigger than the black die. That's what we wanted to calculate, sorry about that. So that's 15 out of 36, right? Now if you calculate that, let me calculate 15 out of 36 is 0.417. And please remember to round it off to, oh sorry, I have to write down 7 here. Please remember to round this off to 3 decimal places. Alright, this is how you do that. Another way to take a look at this problem is that there are 36 squares in total. For 6 of them, they're equal. Right? So 36 minus 6 is 30. So that means in 15 chances this one is bigger, and for 15 for the other one. Right? So this is how to calculate 76. Hopefully it's clear. This is kind of difficult, but I'll make another video about a different exercise. Alright, see you later. Bye-bye.